Alright, hey guys, welcome back for another episode. We're doing Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, another reaction episode. This time, let's see, we are doing episode 10, which is called Jungle Cruise. We're going to the jungle, apparently, and we're cruising. Anyway, so aside from all that really important information I just had to give you, so last week we just had an episode where it was just nothing but people in the chat room, and it was very interesting. It was, you know, not many animes out there can make an episode interesting when it's just straight up talking. In fact, a lot of animes to this day where it's just that with like no spikes in activity or, you know, any sort of flows and like how the story goes, it can be extremely boring. But this one was just a lot of visuals, a lot of chat visuals and hacking, and just like it's good stuff. It's really the show has got a lot of great things going on. So that was a great episode, loved it. I wonder if any of that will lead into this episode, which would be pretty cool if it does. But yeah, anyway, so we're gonna get started here in a second here. Please guys, feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. If you guys have any feedback for my channel, love to hear it. Otherwise, if you just want to talk the anime, love to talk anime, feel free to do that. But also I do have a Patreon channel that we're usually typically an episode ahead of my YouTube releases, and once the channel keeps growing and does better and better, I look forward to doing more episodes per week. That's something that's on my to-do list. I really want to achieve that, and then maybe even do multiple shows at a time, and just be able to grow in that regard and be able to give you guys more content than I am now. This is just what I'm able to do at the moment, but in the near future, I will expand on what I'll be able to do. So I can't wait to get there.
What have you got in mind?
Oh boy.
Terror. That's what I'll give them. What's one less life on this planet if it serves in helping me to accomplish that?
Oh boy. So one of those. Okay. Good God. If I ever had to walk into a crime scene like that.
They should have told you we were coming.
I imagine this is like the ugly part about being like a detective and like having to deal with crime scenes like this. Holy crap.
Bato, what do you think?
We were right. Looks like the same guy.
Oh, man.
So he must have been like, with the device, he must have really felt like he was there.
Victims has in common is that the skin of the upper half of their torsos was stripped off in the pattern of a t-shirt.
Sick bastard.
So do police profilers have an opinion?
Nope, not yet.
You always got to have that line when you're dealing with cases like this. One guy is just like, that sick son of a bitch.
There's no chance of it being a systematic political or religious crime.
But it's kind of necessary to have that guy to say that, because obviously they're dealing with one sick bastard.
Didn't get any pleasure out of these murders. A sense of duty, I would say, is this killer's motive.
Something's out of the ordinary, otherwise we wouldn't be here.
According to information from the American Empire, there's a high probability that this man is our killer. They say he was involved in a case that bears a striking resemblance to this one.
And how come we have to run in to mop up a mess left by the damn CIA?
I do hope you'll be able to help us in that regard.
So who the fuck are you?
I'm Tanaka Watanabe. We're pleased to meet you. Likewise, so pleased.
Get the fuck out of here. That's like some South Park shit.
Distributees in enemy territory. This latest batch is really nasty.
Is there anything about this case you've been keeping from us?
I'd love to hear this too.
Listen up.
Get the fuck out of here.
That freak can kiss his cold-blooded ass goodbye.
If Bato should start getting out of control while our team is working on this case, I want you to stop him, understand?
All right, I'll do what I can.
Blah.
I'm giving up caffeine.
If it's bad, throw it out, shut up, and move on.
I would be Bato in that situation. I'm just like, just stop talking to me about the damn coffee. We're obviously dealing with some bigger shit than your damn coffee.
Chief, you need to come to headquarters immediately, sir. A data disk has been found that shows a first-hand recording of the murders.
What? Where?
Watanabe was expecting this.
That son of a bitch.
Check it out! This place looks like fun!
Pazu, you hit the shops on the periphery. Boma, talk to the shop.
Just waving to the camera.
Major, can't we do anything about this guy? I can't knock on any back doors with him here.
Why don't we use the booth over there?
Oh, that one.
It's all yours.
Teamwork. That was like so loud in my headphones. It was like really. Ugh.
Before I became a member of Section 9, I served in the Rangers.
But I don't see how it bears any relevance to this at all.
Stop playing dumb! Hostilities were still going on when your American Empire forces pulled out of it! And now it seems that nightmare is rearing its head from the bowels of hell one more time.
Man, it's crazy.
What's he doing?
The killer is probably directing his visual sensory data into the victim.
Are you trying to tell me that while this inhuman beast was skinning these women alive, that he forced them to watch him do it?
So it seems.
That's vile.
Project Sunset.
Jeez.
Project Sunset. If you claim you've never heard of it, I'll fill you in. The CIA concocted this operation in the last World War.
So obviously Bato has history with running across this
It's
guy.
the code name for a guerrilla op where they would send operatives deep into enemy territory, and then after making friends with the locals, they'd kill the women and children in ways that were horrific beyond description. It was widely rumored that many members of Project Sunset had become mentally unstable, even psychotic. He's still fighting his own war, a personal one for him.
Did he watch him do it then?
I'd heard stories, but I can't believe
Or catch him do it?
happened.
It looks like Marco used homeless people who live in a park near Radio Street as messengers to circulate the murder discs. I'm sending you a data file of the...
Just kicking the shit out of him.
Please, I beg of you, don't!
Oh my god.
Ah, shit, that slimy bastard uses victims' visual data this time.
So I wonder if they can just see from the perspective or if they're actually like feeling like they're there. Is that the level of immersion that Link has right here? Because I know there's like different levels of immersion depending on the device, but I'm just not sure what level that was for them.
Satisfied? That monster you created is doing a top-notch job carrying out his mission. You
Stop
piece
it!
of shit!
Strangling him won't help anything.
I thought his eye was cockeyed. I didn't know it operates like independently like that.
There's a sewer system under here, correct?
It's some sewers and a waterway. Basically river channels that are covered over. Hey, now that I think of it, there's one that runs directly underneath the park where he had passed the files to the homeless.
This guy's right under our feet. Don't move. You wait right here. I'll drag him back in a body bag.
Leaving him there was the right choice, I think. Fuck that guy.
Bato, I have your word that you'll simply arrest him, right? Bato?
Wow, it sure is dim. Our optical camouflage visibility index is definitely gonna shoot up.
Quit your whining. Just be thankful you don't have a sense of smell.
If you have a pleasant odor, we can analyze it with our sensors. Wilma's discomfort index is at 68%.
Shut up.
Stop analyzing me.
Togasa, what's Bato doing? His cybercom is off.
The big guy's really lost it. He wants Marco dead in a serious way.
Major, I found something you're not gonna like in the comm log between our visitors and their HQ. They aren't here for the purpose of capturing Amoretti or bringing him back.
So far, so good. You knew Bato's complete history.
From the start, your plan was to have Bato kill Amoretti.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ishikawa, cuff this lying son of a bitch. We'll deal with him when this is over.
Yes.
I'm going after
Fucking
Balto.
tell him.
All right.
Son of a bitch.
Not guilty of doing a damn thing. This is a private war between them. It's theirs alone. They're still on a jungle cruise that's out of time and place.
There it is, Jungle Cruise. I need a lightsaber flashlight. I really like this song. It's really intense. Why was it a different face? So he wasn't the only person that did it back then? Is that what that meant?
Do it. Please kill me, I'm begging you. That's it. I want to be skinned with my own blade.
And you believe that will release you from your duties, let you off easy, you sick prick? Fine with me! Don't fire!
Oh.
I already fought my war and I'm through with it!
We only have 2 return tickets. We weren't planning for 3.
Shut the fuck up.
Thought I was gonna shoot him?
That guy was a prick, but that was kind of funny.
This is our town, and I didn't shoot him because I'm a cop.
You know, you saved one of them this time.
Wow. Wow, that was a really intense episode. Very good episode. Some good action. But cool, we got to learn more about Bato. Before I forget this detail though, that last part where he was gonna like grab the shoulder of that guy and turn around and it was a different guy. Was that basically saying that there was like a whole like group of them on the American side that was torturing people? Like, I mean, I guess that makes sense whenever Bato was doing the explanation earlier on the whole thing, and that the CIA was denying the whole thing. So he wasn't. So maybe the killer wasn't the only one doing it back then. He just was like one of like the last like remnants of that group. Maybe everybody else had died or has been taken care of, or whatever. But that guy was the only one left. So they needed like a clever way to get rid of him without just straight up murdering the guy. So they would kind of like frame Bato to do it for them, so that they didn't have to get their hands dirty. I'm thinking that's what all that meant. If it didn't, feel free to kind of show me your take in the comments. But man, that was intense. Like all the murder mystery stuff is always interesting. It's just really interesting seeing it through the lens of Ghost in the Shell. When they're trying to catch him and they're, essentially the murder's leaving evidence and, giving him clues as to like what he's doing. And it's just like, he's basically a serial killer at that point. And it's just like, it's fucking crazy. Oh man, that was actually kind of like emotionally draining a little bit for me. But another excellent episode. That's one of my favorite episodes so far, actually. Just because of like how intense it is and stuff like that. So, that's yeah, a lot of good episodes so far, but that one was kind of different. But yeah, I guess that's it from me. Thanks guys again for coming by. Appreciate you spending time with me, and feel free to subscribe, follow. I guess it's the same thing. Like the video, comment if you want. Love chatting about anime and doing deep dives with this stuff. So love to hear your takes on this stuff, because I would think that with stuff like this, people would have like a different viewpoint of it and everything. So, but yeah, thanks again for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Everything helps. I hope to grow the channel some more and do more things. But we'll see you next time.